Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57. And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bills and the reigning Super Bowl champs. And it's coming up next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the champions from the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. This is intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It got his man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Franks now. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Setting up play action. Franks. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Franks. Flush to his right. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
So 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Allen. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
His pass caught at the 4. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
A lot depending on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Franks. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Franks. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
13 yards on the play.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Franks. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson there to make the grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Still 9 remaining on second down. Franks looking to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's another. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Allen going to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On second down, a run with Breida. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Catch is made by Hardman. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills have broken the tie. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Franks. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That's good for a Falcons. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A 1st down throw. Here's Franks. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Back to throw. Franks. And he's got his target, Harris. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Franks now on 2nd down. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Eluding the pressure right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Frank's throw complete there to Smith. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. And he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Off the play fake, here's Franks. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw on third down, Franks flushed out right. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
A gain of 5 yards. It's now fourth down and
1. Looking to throw. Franks. That's to his running back, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Able to connect on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. a touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense.
A big gain there for the Bills. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. So that'll back them up 5. On play action, Allen. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Allen off the play fake. Allen hit. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it. But the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown. Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way? About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so. Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless. And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Franks now. That's caught. It's Frank Darby. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far. Franks now to throw on 1st down. And that one complete to Darby. And shutting him off, now open field. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps. So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good.
He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big gain there for the Bills. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Allen. That'll be complete to Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Grady Jarrett, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Allen taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Mecole Hardman with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Patterson on the carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Patterson. Oh, no, he lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It's Franks now from the shotgun. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. Franks. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, here's Franks. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Franks. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. This is Smith with a grab. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Flush to his right. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big gain there for the Bills.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marlon Davidson, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now a give to Breida. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Now Franks. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Gregory Rousseau able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Allen eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now a give running left is Breida, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. They run with Breida. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They got a yard on 1st, 2 on 2nd, and 3 here on 3rd.
It's 4th down.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. And these Bills make the 90s seem like a distant memory. Buffalo is the Super Bowl champion.